everybody, thanks so much for joining me. Stampin' Sue Creates here to share with you a fun video focusing on the Graceful Glass Suite by Stampin' Up. Many of you already know that follow me. If you don't, be sure to hit that subscription box and click the little bell. You'll receive notifications when I upload. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I've been with Stampin' Up now for the past 18 years. I can proudly say that because June was my 18-year anniversary. Although my life has been super crazy lately and I just totally forgot to even celebrate it. So, happy belated anniversary to me. So, this is a beautiful suite. It is in the current Stampin' Up catalog. And here's the beautiful cover of our catalog. I have it in one of those magazine protectors. I found that kind of helps it from getting all smushed up. And I know I could spiral bind it. A lot of demonstrators do that, but I chose to do that. Keep it in its original condition. So anyhow, this is the Graceful Glass Suite. It starts off with a painted glass stamp set. It also has a coordinated stained glass Thinlit dies right here, and if you purchase the two of these together during this catalog, you will save 10%, and we all love to save money, right? Also entails lovely lipstick Stampin' Blends combo pack, and I am fortunate enough to have, I reach over, I have one of the new Stampin' Blends, and this one I got for free along with a stamp set during an onstage event, and this is the Light Lovely lipstick, although it shows up pink here. Lovely lipstick ink pad. Let me see, do I have it packed away? I'm turning my turny thingy. Where is it at? Here we are. Sorry. Look at the difference. Yeah, but it does come like the ink color on there, but it's just the cap is, I don't know. I don't understand that. I'll have to find that out. So anyhow, there is a light and dark Stampin' Blends, which I am excited to share with you. They are finally available in the new catalog. There is also tinted faceted buttons. You get 24 of those. A black 1/8 inch cord. And there's 10 yards of that. Those are the Thinlit dies. And then there's a beautiful Graceful Glass 6x6 designer vellum pack. So there are 12 sheets, and you get 2 of each. And let me just quickly share those with you. Now they are vellum. It's as though Stampin' Up! Did all the embossing for us. And this is the one I'm going to be sharing with you today. And you don't have to use them as they are. Cutting them up really goes a long way. And look at that one. I wish they had a lot more than 2 of them, but I'm going to be ordering more packs of this. So you get 2 sheets of each of these, 12 different designs. And they are simply stunning. Look at this one. Oh, do you not love that? And this, you get 4 cards out of that, or cut it even in half and get 8. And how about those geometric designs? Many different ways you can add color to this. Simply, let me just pull this, by placing a piece of colored cardstock behind it if you're not into coloring. But you can use your Stampin' Blends, you can use your colored pencils, your Stampin' markers, put those back, your ink pads with a blender pen, watercolor, aqua painters. I mean, you could do so much with it. So I want to share with you a quick project today. I am offering this as part of my free kit. This is one of the projects, one of the 2 projects that you would receive free by placing an online order through my Stampin' Up! Website. It's stampinsuecreates.stampinup.net of $50 or more during the month of July 2018. And please use the host code and you will receive a card kit to create 2 beautiful cards focusing on this suite. And I'm going to share with you right now one of the cards that you'll be creating. So we are using a piece of Bermuda Bay. And I'm looking for my other ink color. And the other piece of cardstock that we are using is a returning, wow, I'm like so out of it today. I had some issues in my house yesterday, and, well, I don't even want to think about it. So that's why I'm doing videos. Coastal Cabana, returning color. Look, I haven't even opened it yet. Our brand new ink pads. Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana. But you won't have to worry because everything will be included. You're also going to have a strip of the Whisper White. Now this is cut at 1.5 by 6. You'll have to trim that down. And then you'll be receiving one of these pieces of vellum. This is cut from the 6 by 6 sheet. There's a variety of different ones that you can possibly receive, but you will love. Let me pull one of the other ones. Stuck over here. Look at how beautiful they are. And then this is the one that I'm working on now, and I'm going to show you how to do the technique. But this technique can be done on any of these. So you will receive one of those, and of course some ribbon, and you know, the stamping, of course, will not be done by me. You will assemble and stamp it as you like. You'll also receive a punch out using this punch. So that will already be punched out for you. And some ribbon. And yeah, so everything else you'll add yourself. Okay, so this will be cut and it will be scored. And this is your standard size card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. Then you'll have this piece, which is 4 by 5.25. That will layer on top of there. And what I did ahead of time for you is I used, hold on a sec. I used this beautiful Pinewood Plank Dynamic Textured Embossing Folder, and I ran it through my Big Shot. Okay, can you see that? So I did that. Then what I did is I took, I'm going to demo this for you so that you see. I took our Whisper White Craft ink pad, and I took 1/4 of one of our Stampin' sponges, and I dabbed it into the ink pad, and I just lightly went over the wood planks. And if it's like shaded here and there, that is perfectly fine. If it's lighter in some areas and darker in another, this is a pigment ink, so you have a little time to do some blending with it. And I thought that that just kind of added, you know, a little, here's the difference in them. Just kind of added a little interest to that. Kind of made it look like, to me, the outside of what a barn would be. So I'm kind of focusing this as though this was, you know, the outside of a church or a barn or something like that. So that was that. So then I started this already. Here's my vellum piece. And I'm using one of my mats, one of my, oh my goodness, I should write things down. You know, it comes a lot bigger. I have this one cut in half. One of our paper piercing mats. There we go. This one I use for stamping, although I noticed there's a few holes in there. Anyhow, I have it cut in half just so when I'm doing events and such, you know, a lot more goes around. So first off, I'm using the Stampin' Blends, and I have the Old Olive, the light and the dark, and then I also have the dark and the light Bermuda Bay, and I also have my color lifter for boo-boos. So yes, your demonstrator makes boo-boos. So I'm just like you guys. So I went ahead, and because these are alcohol markers, I went and I colored in all the leaves. And this is totally up to you as to if you want to use the dark, the light, you know, whatever, however you want to do it. I'm not sure if that should be, well, I'm going to assume this is closed up, so I'm going to make it green. Heck, it's my card. This is the light Old Olive. If you want to go ahead and go back and, you know, shade in with a little bit of the dark, you can go ahead and do that. Now you can choose to color on the front or the back. Totally up to you how you want to color your sheet. If you do it on the front, you get a little bit of a bolder color. If you do it on the back, it's a little bit lighter. If you happen to go outside the lines, bring in your color lifter Let me find, here's a spot here. And just go over that area. That will lift the color right off your vellum. Just like that. Okay? And I did add a little bit of Bermuda Bay on the top and bottom, you know, to do that. So these little lilies, can you see how they're so white? Let me show you what I did. I took my Pierce mat, turned it over. Now this is my tool from my Stamp & Score. It has two little ball tips on it. I'm going to use let's use the smaller one. You want to be careful. You're just going to use this mat underneath. If you don't have one of these mats, you can go ahead and use a mouse pad. And you're just going to color in from the back, being careful not to go too hard. You can go over it again. If you go too hard, you risk the chance of poking through your paper. And let's go ahead and do this. And you see how that takes the vellum and it makes it like white? I love that. Look at that. It just, and it kind of raises it up and makes it pop a little bit. Alright, so to put our card together, now this is going to have to get cut down. I already know that because this is going to layer on top of here. And let me see. Okay, so I'm going to take some of our mini glue dots, and I already kind of have an idea as to where that's going to end up at. So I'm going to strategically place them right underneath that colored area. Unfortunately, I think my colored area is going to get cut off. But we will see. This will just hold the two pieces together. Dot on your strip of white. And I see I am running out of time already. I just talk too much sometimes, I think. Alright, like that. This will get layered onto here. So I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to snip this off right underneath. I know I could use my paper cutter, but I'm just going to do this. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that'll fit perfect. Unfortunately, I have to snip those off. Boo-hoo, right? Alright, so that'll go there. I'm liking this. Are you liking this? Yeah. Now you can always take another glue dot, because I see it popping up a little bit. But I'm going to use some ribbon, so, and you could just stick that right underneath to hold that down. Okay? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. No, I don't want to adhere it down quite yet. I'm going to put it onto here and onto here. Alright, so next up, I didn't even put this card together yet. I'm going to take some of our metallic edge ribbon. I'm going to put some of that ribbon behind here. And yes, I'm still using my fast fuse. Why not, right? Still have it, still available. In my little room, these are not my ribbon scissors. Okay, we'll put that there. So you can use your adhesive of choice. And also embossing folder. Whatever embossing folder you already have, feel free to use that. And layer this right here. Alright. This little piece is going to go here. Yeah, I'm running out of time. And then our little sentiment, we would stamp and place that here or here, however you would choose to do so. Maybe up there. Alright? Okay, sorry I couldn't finish this, but check on over on my Stamp & Sue Creates Facebook page, and you'll see the final photo of that. Thanks for joining me, and be sure to check out video 2 of one of 2 of part of the free card kits that I'm offering this month. Alright everyone, thanks so much for joining me. Bye for now.